ABC News Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz, who will be hosting This Week later on this morning. Martha, good morning. Always great to see you. Let's start right there with these negotiations between Ukraine and the U.S. We're seeing a massive shift in U.S. policy, but are the sides actually inching closer to a potential peace deal?
We really have no idea about that, Whit. What we do know is just what you said. There is a massive change. Might they inch closer? Perhaps those rare earth minerals will take it over the top, but that's not really a peace deal. And that's what President Trump is pushing, and pushing hard. But he is putting all the pressure on Volodymyr Zelensky and very, very little on Russia. As Patrick said there, the Russians are celebrating, and they are still bombing Ukraine constantly. So Volodymyr Zelensky is in a terrible position. He's got the president of the United States making fun of him, belittling him, calling him names, and really putting pressure on him, and having meetings, the first meetings, without Ukraine present and Russians president. Now, President Trump says, of course, Ukraine would be part of any deal, but he has really pushed President Zelensky aside. He also has domestic pressure. With his poll numbers are not terrific at this point. 3 years tomorrow, people are tired of war. They want a ceasefire, a peace deal as well. But pressure right now, all pressure is really on Ukraine, and we haven't really seen many signs of Volodymyr Zelensky budging with.
And Martha, of course, all of this happening as that purge took place at the Pentagon, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs and other top officials fired. How big of a shakeup is this for military leadership?
I really can't say how huge this is as a deal for the Pentagon. It has people rattled in the Pentagon. The Pentagon, the military, is supposed to be the least political organization in this city. And to have those men and women just fired, summarily fired, and DEI is the likely cause of that, has really rattled people. CQ Brown was serving a 4-year term. This has really never happened before, that a new president comes in and fires his senior military advisor. But we also know that President Trump hadn't even spoken to CQ Brown since becoming president. He saw him at the Army-Navy game, but not in any official capacity had he spoken to CQ Brown about anything. Again, his senior military advisor.
And Trump suggesting this is just the beginning. All right, Martha Raddatz, as always, we appreciate it. Thank you. Tune into This Week later on this morning. Martha talks with Senate Democrat Jack Reed and House Republican Mike Lawler about the Trump administration's push on Ukraine and the unprecedented cuts to the federal workforce.